friends, welcome back to Simply Food Recipes. Today we are making classic vanilla crescents, soft, buttery and basically Christmas in cookie form. We are starting with all-purpose flour. I'm measuring it on a kitchen scale because it's way more accurate and honestly it saves you from guessing. Baking is one of those times where precision actually matters, so this just makes life easier. Next up, powdered sugar. I always measure this one carefully because it affects both the texture and the sweetness. Powdered sugar blends super smoothly, so you don't get any gritty bits in the dough. Now we are adding the walnuts. This is what gives these cookies the classic slightly nutty flavor. Measure them out first. We will grind them in a minute so they blend perfectly into the dough. And here's the butter. Unsalted and still cold. We will soften it properly in a moment. Now let's grind the walnuts. You want small pieces so they stay in the dough and don't fall out later. If you are using a food processor like we are, go slow. Stop early. We are aiming for texture, not walnut butter. Separate the egg yolks and add them to your mixing bowl. Save the egg whites. You can always use them for another recipe or even quick omelette. Add the powdered sugar to the egg yolks and whisk until the mixture turns pale yellow and fluffy. This step adds air, which helps keep the cookies light. Take a second to scrape down the sides if the sugar sticks. Always turn the mixer off first. You are looking for a smooth, creamy texture with no lumps at all. Now it's time to soften the butter. You can use the microwave in short bursts or place it over one border. But the goal is soft, not melted. Melted butter will completely change the texture and make the dough greasy and heavy. And that's not what we want here. Softened butter blends slowly and evenly, which gives you a much nicer dough. Once it goes into the bowl, whisk everything together until the mixture looks creamy, smooth and uniform, with no visible butter streaks left. Now add the ground walnuts and the flour to the bowl. Start mixing on low speed so the flour doesn't fly everywhere. As it mixes, you will see the dough slowly come together. This is one of those steps where less is more. If you keep mixing, the cookies can turn dense instead of tender. Once everything is evenly combined and the dough holds its shape, stop mixing and move on to the next step. Transfer the dough onto a lightly floured surface. Use your hands to gently work it together, just until it becomes smooth and cohesive. You are not kneading here, just bringing everything together. If the dough cracks a little at first, that's normal. Keep working it gently until you get one nice smooth ball. Place the dough onto a plate covered with plastic wrap and transfer it to the fridge. Let it chill for a few hours or even overnight. This helps the dough firm up and keeps the cookies from spreading too much. Before shaping, take the dough out of the fridge and let it sit at room temperature for a bit. You want it firm but workable. Not rock hard and not soft. Ours was still too cold here, which is why it kept falling apart, and that's totally normal. If that happens, just knead the dough gently in your hands for a minute. The warmth from your hands will soften it much faster. When it feels right, take a portion and roll it into a rope about 1 cm thick, keeping the pressure light so the rope stays even from end to end. Cut the rope into equal pieces so all the cookies bake at the same speed. I'm using a dough scraper with measurements on it, which makes this really easy and keeps everything the same length. If you don't have one, you can use any kitchen object as a guide, a knife handle, a spatula, even a rule. Once cut, gently shape each piece into a horseshoe or crescent. Take your time here and don't press too hard. Place them on a baking tray lined with parchment paper or a baking mat, leaving little space between each one. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees on Fahrenheit so it's fully hot and ready when the cookies go in. If you want the cookies to look extra neat and uniform, this is a great little trick. Use a small glass like a shot glass and gently shape the crescent around it. It helps keep the curve even and makes them all look the same. Totally optional, but it really gives them that classic bakery look. Bake the cookies for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your oven. Keep an eye on them, they should stay light in color, not brown. While the cookies are baking, prepare the sugar coating. Add powdered sugar and vanilla sugar to a bowl and mix them together really well. If you don't have vanilla sugar, you can add a little vanilla extract or vanilla aroma directly to the dough instead. This sugar mixture is what gives the cookies that classic vanilla finish. Once the 10 minutes are up, check your kitchen clock. Carefully pull the cookies out of the oven. You will notice they should still be pale and soft, not browned. Let them sit on the tray for about a minute. This short rest helps them firm up just enough so they don't break when you coat them. After that, gently roll each cookie in the sugar mixture, making sure you coat them on all sides, top, bottom and edges. Be careful though, these are delicate and soft, so handle them with care. Once they are fully coated, let the cookies cool completely and then store them in an airtight container. Keep them in a cool, dry place and they will last up to 3 weeks, unless they become a family favorite. Then let's be honest, they probably won't last that long. These are perfect for holiday, gifting or just having with a coffee. Just avoid humid environments because moisture can make them soft. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and follow. And I will see you next time on Simple Food Recipes.